おはよう。こんばんは。Ay, tan temprano. Pues sí. Hi. Good evening. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, lurking. Oh, no, the other way. Oh. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is having a nice one today. Good, nice. Good to hear. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I can stream at reasonable times from from time to time, okay? Leave me alone. たまに普通の時間で配信できます。ね。なんか、はい。あ、早い。Dude. Then one day I stream early or soon. And the one flashcard about pitch accent is the one for early. Of course. It's yeah, coconut. Coconut. 木曜日。はい。ということで、今日は2022年4月12日目。いや、12日だけ。火曜日。はい。今は、19時1分。まあ、午後7時1分。今日は日本語の勉強121日目。はい。ということで、今日の復習始めましょう。Again, nothing really out of the ordinary. I just as always said the day and time and stuff. So I can practice saying the hour and the day, and I've been doing that for 3 months already, I think. Brother. Man, no, I'm more worried about my English pronunciation now. Oh, shoot. Yeah. 流れる。Oh, Pavilion, was it? Pavilion, yeah. I remember this thanks to BN6. No cap. In fact, I've never even heard Pavilion outside of Pavilion comps. Well, the expo thingy in BN6. Why am I... Lately I've been leaning towards my mic. There's no need. It's close enough. Tinamini? Those are like cause or something, but... 浴びる。Valley leader. What was it? I know it's here it has this. And I think it was just this. Yeah. Leader. Bosses. Yeah, see, it was just this. Mado. 羨ましい。出る。あ、音。Ah, safeguard. Just place but. Disconcerted. Tempt. Shouldering. Distribution kind of thing. Partition. Yama. Oh, hole. Plug. Yeah, not hole. Why did I think of hole? Hole is like just the second part, which would be すべてでしたっけ？はい、すべて。I mean, like, I still remember the mental image. Like, I remember what's plugged when I imagine stuff. I'll mark it as okay. It's fine. Yeah, I was doing it okay. Right there. Toy. Distant. Toy. Toy. Kumo. でしたっけ？はい、雲。ゆ。Something doing something clumsily thingy, bungling. Yeah, I'm never remembering bungling. it's, it's not happening. Never have I heard that word in my life. Maybe I have, but my brain just didn't process it. Have you read poverty? Oh wait, no. I mean, the distribution should tell me it's this, right? Because if I think of a part, then yeah, it'd be boon. But I remember earlier when I read it, it'll be fine. Contain. はい。次。I remember this thanks to Enkyori, because Kyori is long, it's distance, right? Enkyori is long distance. So en is just like this kanji, which is toi, which is distant or far. So in this case, for yang, I know it's eternity and far away kind of thing, right? Or eternal, far away for eternity kind of thing. And I remember the reading en from enkyori, so it's like enkyori kind of thing. See, this is why I like my context method, because I'm gonna take those clues anyway. Because other people would just take this kanji and be like, okay, this is toi, but when it's with others, it's en. I'm like, okay, yeah, but that's hard to remember if you don't have something to remember it by or with, right? But like, I can put two and two together myself, sometimes. So if I could, sticky. ちょっと。On. Going. Kemuri. Smoke. Going. Or well, I guess. Park it would be this going. If it's only garden, yeah, it'd be this. I just made the connections. You remember how toy is n, right, for enkyori and well, this is also n. So like, and it has like the exact same main radical thing, right, which would be this. And what do you know? This is like red n kind of thing. That's an actual connection. Some kanjis are made because of the sound as well. Yo, interesting. 数学、数、数、数、確認、フル、あ、ですよね。ああ、確かに。確かに。希望、踊り、踊り。個人、パパパ、正直、仕方、永遠、希望、あ、おはようございます。中野ひださん、いらっしゃい。お元気ですか？正直。数学、フル、はい、終わりました。はい、次。ルール。ルール。しつこい。しつこい。Persistent. Kind of like in a bad way. Like just keeps coming. It's going on. Coaching. Personal kind of thing. Private. So finally, was it? Like at last. ついに。昨日、車で200キロぐらい運転したので疲れました。200? 鍋。やばい。疲れ様でした。今日はこうゆっくりできたらね。です。独学。知る。瞬間、moment, instant。傷つく。傷つける。傷つけるかな。理屈、logic。傷つける。車で、何？免許。持ってますか？ 免許があると日本で何かと楽しいです。何かと楽です。楽。いや、持ってないです。運転のことを全然知りません。今までずっとバスで、それと歩いてます。よくないと、ちゃんと分かっていますというか。母さんはね、ちゃんと言われました。免許を持たないといけませんというか。でも、まだ必要がないです。日本で車の免許が、あ身分証の代わりになるので楽なんです。なるほどね。ちょっと、日本で車の免許が、身分証の代わりになる。代わりになるというか、んすみません。そんなことわかりません。すみません。代わりになるって、何の意味？なんか、免許があれば、警察とか見せますか？問題があればって感じ。いや、すみません。まあ、車、免許のことね、これはただの言い訳なんですけど、日本はね、イギリスと同じ、世界の逆というか、ウィールというか、そういうこと。ハンドルは、右の方ですよね。って感じ。でも、スペインに、カナダにも、チリにも、ハンドルは、左の方。例えば、外人は、パスポートや、あ在、在留在留カード。そうですね。が、身分を証明するものになると思いますが、免許があれば大体解決します。なるほどね。でも、例えばね、うーん、例えば何もなるほどね。それは思ったより便利ですよね。なるほどね。まあ、でも確かに、 私は日本に本当に住みたいなら、免許を持たないといけませんね。って感じ。まあ、あんまり、なんていうか、気にしていません。なんか、運転のことはそんなに難しくないと思いますかな。まあでも、やったこと、ないけど、ですけど、まだ。ただの想像ね。まあ、日本に来てから教えることだと思うので、頭の片隅にでも、あ入れておくと、後々楽と思います。なるほどね。なるほどね。ありがとうっていうか。すみません。ああ、教えることだ。あ、なるほど、なるほど。いや、はいはいはい。ありがとう。アドバイス。すみません。覚えときます。権利。right. Yeah. というか、便利も。なるほどね。権利、便利。勉強の邪魔しちゃってごめんね。いや、全然いいよ。あの、なんか、ネイティブと話すことは、今してることより、いい勉強なんです。いい練習なんです。ね。それは、思います。それと思います。ちゃんと会話してることは、すごくいいと思います。まあ、会話というか、まあね、そんな感じ。まあ、はい、会話。勘弁。yeah, that ちゃんとしてます。頑固。stubborn。それとも、日本のことをもっと知りたいので、なんか、すごくいいと思います。それも。そんな、そういう、変なことを言っちゃったら、今ね、いや、直してほしい。ちょっと、悪い言い方、ちょっと失礼かもしれません。いや、ただ、そんな場面もあります。と言いたいんですけど、今まで盤面でしたっけ？言ったことない。いや、盤面というか、一面、 場面でしたっけ？忘れました。アスペクト。忘れました。側面じゃなくて、一面じゃなくて、方面。一面かな？いや、まあ、いっか。戻ります。多分今、なんか、ちなみに一緒、英語で考えてたので、ちょっと、日本に翻訳したときに、ちょっと間違えました。日本語は、似た、はい。似たような意味の言葉が多いから難しいんですよね。そうですよね。なんか、でもニュアンスはちょっと違うですよね。なんか、そんなニュアンスの違さかな？違うことは、すごく面白いと思いますけど、なんか、勉強してるときに、ちょっとね、なんか、多いです。情報、information intelligence。なんか、例えばね、カエルのことね。カエル。なんか、いっぱいというか、漢字があるけど、あの、どういうというか、どれが使うによって、なんかニュアンスはちょっと違いますね。そういうことは、すごく面白いと思いますけど、時々時々というか、ちょっとめんどくさいなと思ってしまいます。日本語は、日本語が多いから、はい。日本語のことまだ全然慣れていません。なんか、例えば雨が降ってることをザーザーと表したり、しとしとと表したりやりますね。それはまだ理解できませんというか、あんまり勉強していません。そういうこと。なんか、ちょっとだけね、ちょっと待って。こういうことを見つけたけど、まだこれは勉強していません。はい。これは日本語ですよね。まあ、これは動物のこと。ゴロゴロ、ザーザーザー、ザーザー、パタパタ、ピューピュー、バシャ、ゴポゴポ、メラメラ、サクサク、ゴロゴロ、タタタタ、ギラギラ、ホカホカ、ムシムシ、ベトベト、ビショビショ、ガタガタ、デコポコ、サンサン、ひんやり、じんわり、うろうろしたく、ノロノロと。何これちょ、 ちょっと、いくら、こんなに分類とかもありますかな。じるじるマジ。ああ、どういうこと思ったよりあります。え何これ。ちょっと、まだあるか。あの、あの、なんか、どういうこと。なんか、こういうことを全部覚えないといけませんってことですか。えあのなんか日常の、あの、全部覚える必要はないと思います。なるほどね。なんか日常でよく使うリストとかがありますか。まあ、調べたいです。まあ今じゃないんですけど、多分、昼休みで、夏休みでかな、調べます。あ体感したことを言葉にすると、そのような日本語を使うというだけなので。なるほどね。トゥトゥトゥトゥルルルンルルルン。まあ今度もっと詳しくというか調べます。今後。都市、シティ、プッシュ、感覚、でも直感もあります。例えば、頭が痛いとき、どのように表現、なるほどね、したら相手に伝わるか。そこで、あの、日本語で表すと、分かりやすくです。なるほどね。なるほど。はるか。 うーん。いや、それは大事と思います。それなら。なんかそういうことちゃんと伝えたいです。伝えたいです。なんか気持ちとか。違和感。なんか、feeling off or kind of thing. 友達は使いたいちょっと使うじゃなくて作る。ちょっとすいません。いや、ちょっとあの、作りたいなら、そういうことは大事と思います。使いたい。そのエルさんは、例えば頭が痛いとして、ゾキゾキするくらい痛い、頭がクラクラするのか、これだけでダルさんの状態がわかりますよね。なんか、クラクラ、キズキズ。いやまだできません。わかりません、まだ。なんか、時々にね、なんか、例えばね、テラスハウスを、見たときに、なんか、そういう、なんだっけ、擬音語を使えたら、なんか文脈で、たまに、なんか、わかった、わかりましたね。でも、今ただ、言ったら、コメントで、なんか、月々か、クラクラか、うーん、想像できませんというか、はい。クラクラだったら、めまいなのかな。めまいあめまいとか、ズキズキなら、偏頭痛なのかなとか、わかりやすい。おまあね、確かに考えたら、クラクラは、なんか、クラクラの方は、ズキズキより、なんか、痛そうというか、体、体調悪いというか、ね、確かに、なるほどね。なん多分、なんか、コメントより声で言ったら、声言うの方は分かりやすいですよね。なるほどね。もっと考えときますかな。こういうこと。なんか、ドラマとかを見ながら、そういうことをもっと気にするかな。集中じゃなくて、なんか気づきたいかなというかつまり日本語はいろんな位置からあの説明するあ手手間じゃなくて手間 手間が省ける。手間が省けるんです。なるほどね。なんか、それなら、なんというか、便利ですよね。なんというか、日本語を聞いているときに、ただ、新しい言葉なんてないというか、なんか新しい知らんません単語とかがないです。ただ日本語でどんな気持ちかな、ちゃんと伝えられますかな。でも、あの、聞いてるときに便利なんですけど、話すときに多分、まだ、全然使えません。使えません。でも、まだね、多分、なんか、いつか、多分、慣れてますか慣れますかな。日本に行ったら、多分、慣れます。あ、質問があります、先生。はい、ルンダンさん、何ですか？中の人は先生ですよね。私はもう、ただ、生徒。ただの生徒。聞くが2つ意味があるんですね。どうやって使うんですか？ Listen と ask だね。あそれはただ文脈によって、はい、it depends on the context. It's actually easier to tell than you think. It really is. But it does take a little bit of getting used to. いや、ただ聞くを、なんか、教えてくださいって感じ。聞きたい。ね、そんな聞く。質問があるから、あるので、聞く。それと、彼の話聞きました。っていうか、ただ、聞こえた。ってか、じゃあ聞こえたというか、ちゃんとき聞きました。聞こえ、ただ、何にも言わなかったけど、伝えたって感じね。そんな違う意味ね。英語の ask、英語の listen。You heard from a friend。友達に聞きました。これは英語で何ですか？友達に聞きました。Well, in that case, it probably means I ask my friend. Because you're using the target particle, right? Or at least that's the feeling I get. But then again, I'm a beginner. Because if you want to say you heard it from my friend, it'd be something like tomodachi kara, right? From my friend kind of thing, maybe. Maybe. Again, do take it with a grain of salt. Oh, そうです。そう。今覚えましたけど、昨日はこういうことを調べていました。ちょっと。何ですか？書きませんでしたっけ？多分、ちょっと待って。はい、見つけました。 こういうこと。英語でずっとこういうことを言っています。ね、まあ配信でかな。take it with a grain of salt ってことね。日本語で何ですかと調べていました。あの、3つ見つけたでしたっけ？はい。話半分、あの、割引聞くと、鵜呑みにしない。なんか、どういうは使えたらいいかな。なんか、伝えたいことは、なんか、今の言ってることは、実では、じゃないかもしれません。多いな。というか、相手はね、ちょっと調べる方はいいと思う。ちょっとだけね。なんか、全部の言ったことは、これは事実と思わないでください。って感じ。ちょっと、ね、なんか、嘘わけじゃないんですけど、ちょっと、って感じかな。Yeah, I don't know. I use this idiom all the time, and especially when I'm on stream, right? Because like the other day I was talking about Spain and um, stuff. それとの日本語ってなんだっけ？確実。That's the word that comes to mind. 必ず。Um, 必ずも、yeah, yeah, I guess it depends on the context, right? If you meant that something's certain, more like, well, yeah, 確実、必ず、I guess. Depends on the context, I guess. I wouldn't even know the difference. But in this case, I think I use kakujitsu for things like I say on stream, right? なんか確実ことはないかな。And 必ず more for like something that is definitely gonna happen or is certain to happen kind of thing, maybe? Or maybe that's just the feeling I have. Again, in this case, to take it with a grain of salt because I'm also a learner, right?直感. Yeah, intuition actually. We were talking we were talking about this the other day on stream, discussing it with a native, and he actually looked it up for me and explained it to me. Because both 感覚 and 直感 mean intuition, or that's the word that's associated with them, or instinct, or something that is intuitive. Intuitive. That's the word we were looking for. Intuitive. Um, Basically, it has like a small nuance. The way I understand it now, uh, where it was conveyed to me, or I took it, is like kakunin is, yeah, kankaku. Yeah, kakunin is like something kankaku and chokkan. Kankaku is like so when you start doing something and it just kind of flows naturally. It's kind of the thing of like that'd be kankaku. But when you see something from outside before even doing it, you already connect the pieces and like, oh, I know how to deal with it, or how to use it or do it without even touching it or doing anything with it. That'd be chokkan. It's intuitive in that way. ちなみにフラッシュコースで、毎回日本語、英語、意味ですよね。英語、日本語もやってる。I have both. I have both. But yeah, well, both in the sense of like sometimes the definition will show up first, and other times the word will show up first. So, for example, here it's showing up kunren first. So I need to realize that I want to say kunren. But in this case, I'm reading kogi, and I need to think and realize that this means lecture, as in university lecture, right? Perfect example. Anki collaborated perfectly. Um, yeah. So I have both. They're alternating. Whenever I make a flashcard, I put the setting of making the card and the reverse one, like as an opposite one, right? So it alternates. At first, it can be a little bit of annoying because it will always show one or the other first. Like sometimes it's only ever shows me the Japanese first, and I have to think of the meaning. And by the time I want to think of the meaning, I've already seen the English. So then it's a bit harder to acquire. It can be a bit random sometimes, but it's what it is. But yeah, that kind of thing. Because I find it helpful because sometimes I'm trying to think in Japanese, right? And a word will pop up and only in English. It happens in other languages. Like I'm thinking in Spanish, but that word comes up in English and vice versa. So for those cases, showing the English first is helpful. And for times when I'm doing immersion and stuff, having the word first is helpful, kind of thing, right? So I try to do both. They're kind of random. The problem is because you make both cards at the same time, you usually see them around the same time. And yeah, sometimes you only ever see one of the sides first. It can be a little bit of annoying, but if you do it over time, and like this is not a definite method. Like at the end of the day, I know for sure that the words that are gonna stick the best are the ones that I keep actually listening to during immersion, kind of thing. Right? So, let's check our interior inside. It is calm, cool, right? Collected. Um, Juyo, like essential, main point, even principle, yeah. Important. Mm-hmm. 過ごす spend time. 流行る いたずら prank. It's honestly 単なる um 予想 see okay 正直 no, wait. That's honest and frank is shojiki, but what we're talking about is being upfront about one's feeling, which is sunao. But this I hear all the time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yoshi, teacher. Like in any anime, drama, show, they're gonna be used at some point sunao. Like that. That's a fact. That it's gonna happen. 価値観 values 一生 whole life, not to be confused with 印象 which is impression. いたずら 落学 self study まあ今落学してる ever since studying JP. Fair enough. I actually just recently started to watch anime without subtitles. Um, it's hard, but like I understand like most of it. Say depending on the episode, between 60 and 90%. So some episodes are like much easier than others, or others sometimes like they're talking some stuff that I'm not familiar with, kind of thing. I don't know, it depends. But yeah, I've been trying to do it more and more. You pass in the middle of the episode. Um, sometimes, um, sometimes they will just lure some words that I just couldn't grasp, and I'll just let it go. Sometimes, in the middle of a bunch of words I already know, they'll say a new one that I'm not exactly sure. Or they'll say it very clearly and easy to understand context, and I'll stop and look it in the dictionary. It kind of ruined enjoyment. Not really. Um, but to be fair, the one I'm watching right now, this Toradora, this is like the fourth time I'm watching that show, and I really like it. Anyway, so like, no. In fact, if anything, it's kind of interesting. Like, at first it did. Like, when 3 months ago, when I finally finished my grammar book or so. Also, this is Tsuini. When I did try it, like I was watching Hyoka on stream and making that script and stuff. I had to stop it constantly. It was really hard. It's annoying, and that's when I realized, I really need vocabulary, and that's why for the past 3 months, it's been every on stream every day. It's been like vocabulary, 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 right? Some kanji, and then at least every day I try to put 5 4 new words without the kanji just to be able to try to hear more, right? Which is, well, like I'm doing right now, right? It's not kanji, but it's just like the pronunciation and stuff, so I can try to hear it more. But yeah, it can be annoying. But what I can tell you is it's fine. It's fine to just keep watching with subtitles. Just as long as you're watching something, it's better. I really do feel like it's really important to watch stuff, hear stuff, even if it's not anime, a stream, a drama, a YouTube video, something. Because it really is even if you're reading subtitles, if it's some grammar you studied recently, and like you're half hearing it, and then suddenly it kind of clicks. It's like, oh wait, what I just heard right now is like this grammar I just learned, and like, oh okay, 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 and then you start associating it. Even if you're like essentially reading subtitles, part of you is hearing and will latch into those things. And then new words, right? For example, sometimes you'll see from the subtitles because it's in between a bunch of words you already know, kind of thing. Or like a word you learned recently through flashcards, suddenly you heard again. It's like, oh wait, it's that, and that pulling from back to your conscious memory and stuff, I think is really important. So even if it's with subtitles, just watching stuff does matter a lot, I think. JP sub, that's also a good idea. That's also a good idea, yes. It's not something I'm doing currently, but I'll probably do at some point. Well, my alternative for JP subs is like the other day I got recommended this channel, Kevin's English Classroom. I've been watching a bunch of videos here and there. Whenever they're talking, right, they put these subtitles. So this supplies my content of Japanese subtitles, which I actually was able to gather some words from there, actually, right? Right? The show with grammar, though, I think. Yeah. No, of course. Like I've been spending the last 3 months doing basically English subtitles. And like I will still use English subtitles like when watching anime with friends and stuff. Anyway, it's just eventually, in a couple of months, when you start feeling a bit more comfortable with what you learn, you want to start branching out. Like it's okay to like for entertainment watch things with subtitles, and that will still be helpful. But at some point, you're gonna have to consciously make the decision of it's gonna be annoying a little bit, but let me watch one episode without subtitles or something, right? Kind of thing. At some point, I feel um, like over time, you want to do more and more of that, and by the time you do that, you'll start being able to understand more and more, and it will become less frustrating. And and at some point, you can use Japanese subtitles instead, stuff. But like, I feel like it's important at some point if you really want to be able to get a feeling for it. A lot of times, the word, but you don't know how. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had I had that issue earlier in stream. They like I had this string of words that like I knew the meaning, or like one word they know the meaning, but I could look it up with, the extension. But it took me a little bit to fully connect it. Yesterday I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday that um on stream like that I had to like sit down and reread stuff a couple of times. But to be fair, that we were also having a really complicated conversation about the future values and different countries and like ways of thinking kind of thing, and it was kind of hard, but it was very interesting. um I actually really recommend that pod. I believe it was yesterday, if not the day before last. But yeah, yeah, no, I understand it. um it's just a matter of kind of getting used to it, honestly. um and like if you and not just getting used to it. Like if there's a grammar in particular that you keep struggling with, like maybe the passive, or I don't know, something in particular, reviewing that is it's probably a good idea. And if you're still struggling after some time, and there are people out there, other learning communities and stuff that can they try to explain it to you in some different way, because that's how they learned it, that's how they see it, that's how they make it, it makes it easier for them. Like for example, for me, many times I will go to Spanish because the Spanish Japanese understanding becomes closer and it's easier for me to understand, right? So like there are probably other English natives out there, or like not English natives, so whatever you are from, I forget, my bad if you told me already, that will be able to like help you with that, like be like, well, I learned it like this. There are a bunch of communities like that out there. I feel like it should be. I want to believe that there's people like that. I'm pretty sure there's like Discord servers and like other streams and stuff. Um, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, yeah. Like just to get like a different approach, right? Shoot, that sometimes help. Soup broth, nabe. Hot pots too. Do you get lazy? Yeah, that. I mean, it depends on the grammar. Like, I did learn some grammar that barely gets used, but like then it comes up once in a while. And for example, I had this problem with the grammar called sae, sae, um, which basically means it's a bare minimum requirement. Like as long as there's something, it's fine. Or like, for example, お金がさえあれば、right? As long as there's money, like it's fine, it's okay, kind of thing, right? So like this is some grammar like I learned, I remember writing on the book and stuff, but like it still took quite a bit for me to process it, because like you don't hear it that often. So like I heard it like the other day, I believe, less than a week ago. But like it's not something I heard too often. Like it's not something I use too often yet. So like it's kind of hard. I still struggle with it a bit. I still need to. My brain still needs like a couple of seconds to process it when I hear it, right? Kind of thing. Like it happens. It happens. So like at this grammar, for example, I had to review. Like I remember making one of these memos and be like, please review side, please. Like what one weekend when I had finally some free time, I did. Yes, yeah, that's really hard habit to break. I do that on Twitter. And like this application is amazing, this extension, but I overuse it. I really do overuse it. Sometimes I use it, read it, and be like, dude, I know this kanji. Why am I doing it? Like I know these. I know the reading. I know the meaning. There's no need for me to do this. But I'm just maybe it's because like the text is a bit longer than I'd like to, and I'd be just like kind of going like this. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Like even on chat, it's 2 minutes. Yeah, it really is. It's it's hard. But I mean, I'm not. This is just my approach, but because I'm more speaking and listening focused right now, right? Like I keep talking about watching with subtitles and stuff, and I try to speak it on stream. Like it's not the worst thing because I'm not too focused on the reading part. Just I know it's a bad habit. I know I shouldn't do it as much as I do, but like it's not a top priority of like, oh, you have to fix it right now. Like if that allows me to say it better or read it better, it's fine, I guess. I guess it's not a good habit, but my focus is more speaking and listening right now. Bum, 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 bum. 理屈、理屈、理屈、理屈。はるか。Super, like really far away, distant. 直感。しつこい。しつこい。しつこい。しつこい。殴る。punch, basically. Man, like TLDR, Japanese hard, okay? 日本語は難しいですよね。ああ。日本語難しい。そうそうそうそう。そうです。頑張りましょう。これからも。パンパパンパパパンパパンパパンパンパパン。You don't remember the okay, that's bad. From my point of view, like sorry to tell you, from my point of view, the way or at least the way I've been studying, that's really bad. Like the radicals is like radicals is the thing. Sometimes I don't remember a kanji, but then I stop like I sit down and I start looking at the radicals one by one, and you keep saying the radicals, so like you should remember them. It's like it's the building parts, right? Kind of thing. Like radicals are the reason I can remember hard ass kanji, right? For example, well, I didn't mean to go with this one. This one, right? Tsunagaru. This is it's a hard one. I'll show you real quick. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's fine and all, but yeah, that I have two methods of remembering. One is brute force, and the other is radical based memorization, imaginary based for a reason, right? So like this one, right? The whole reason I can remember this one is thanks to radicals, right? Because I keep seeing this, like you'll see this in like many kanji on the left, right? It's for like a thread, basically. And then you have car, right? Kuruma. And then you have this, which is, these are like the legs, and this is like basically, you know how in kaze for wind, it's the outside, so you associate wind with this, basically. So like by having this combination of all of these radicals, and this on itself is like a combination of other mm, small radicals. Like I can remember a hard as kanji like this, and I can read it, right? Like that's why I like remembering the kanji, and I like going slowly, because yes, exactly. The table one. Which one is the table one? I don't even know if I know table. I associate table with this actually, even though Heisek told me this is eminent. Oh, the one about the that. Oh, I mean it's just like the kaze one, right? Or that's like the one I associate with. Even though it can mean desk. It's been a while since I've written desk actually. Too long. I don't think. Can I write desk? Oh shoot, I can't. I forgot desk, man. Like I remember it has the wind thing, right? I forget with what does it show up. Oh, with the tree, of course, because it's wood. Holy. Yeah, of course, because I usually associate it to a wooden desk, right? My desks have always been of wood. Um, yeah, that's a whoopsie on me, but yeah, because this is tree or also associated with wood, and when I have like a small story to remember this kind of thing. Again, I mean, to be fair, that's like my method, and I do feel like radicals are important because it really does help me memorize that. So don't take it as like I'm saying your method is bad. Like brute forcing helps honestly, because you will at the end of the day with that method you will really just remember the ones that keep getting used daily, unlike the ones that you should know. What, right? You remember radical names? That's one Wanikani. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know the Wanikani method. I know it's by radicals as well and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, also Wanikani and Heisek use different approaches a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, it's fine. I find radicals really important because it does help me a lot. You don't use your radical knowledge for Tsunagaru, you get lazy. But how else are you gonna remember it? It has a fuck ton of little parts, right? I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that can. I personally can't. I'm a dummy. So breaking things into little parts that are easy to understand helped me, right? Again, that's my approach. Maybe I'm putting too much importance in like the radical stuff. And like as long as you can remember, that's okay. Yeah, no, I mean I've also not studied this one. This one has not showed up in my studies yet. Uh, yeah. Like the problem with doing that method, or like from what I've been able to tell from my brute forcing method, is that you will eventually learn and remember the hard ones, but it's gonna take a couple of months. And on Anki, you're gonna have to mark them as wrong, or at least I had to a bunch of times. So, for example, um, Himitsu, I brute forced back in the day, and I was able to eventually remember. But it is true, at least for me, that once I remember and learned the radicals, it was easier for me to put together. Or, for example, I also learned nitro, um, right? Because I wanted to learn both for secret because I kept seeing them on Twitter, right? Like you'll eventually remember them, but I had to mark them wrong on Anki a lot, and a lot of frustration. Like a month or two after, I'd be like, "Oh shit, now I don't remember again." Um, kind of thing. So that's been my personal experience. And like revisiting kanjis, knowing the radicals has helped me personally. That's why I'm saying that, right? Like from my point of view, that's what I think. But again, study however you see fit. But if you also think like, oh no, I'm just being lazy and it's not helping me out, and I should study more radicals. If that's what you also think, uh, then yeah, yeah, well, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, really, up to you. Um, just sharing my experience. You take it with a grain of salt. See what works for you. Because only you know that. And okay, melt. So we have water and contain. Then I'm supposed to put that into story for melt. Come on, what? Oh, no. Yeah, sometimes the radicals. Sometimes, not gonna lie, knowing the radicals does absolutely fucking nothing because they have nothing to do each one with each other. Like absolutely, it's nothing. You're just sitting there trying to connect the radicals for what it actually means, and it's doing jack shit. So you just have to like find some other way. Like this case, like okay, put the words water and contain together, or like water, roof, and valley, to make something that think of something that reminds you, or you will be able to remember the word melt for it. Sushi, sushi. Kanji makes no sense. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I mean, I know how to read it. Because it's one that you keep seeing, if not in anime and stuff, like even on YouTube video and stuff. But I'm not there like the radicals or how to write it or anything. But it's okay for words like sushi to not make sense because you see them often enough because it's like a very Japanese culture thing. But then stuff like you never use, and then on top of that is rare and like really hard to remember, it can go fuck itself. That is age and that is like director. Congratulations, longevity, age, years, yes, longevity kind of thing. And the other there is, chief, head, office. Wow, yeah. Holy shit, that's impossible. Anyway, melt. How can we remember melt? Well, I'm gonna associate water to like ice melting, and I'll find some other way to use contain some other ways somehow, maybe. Um, maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna write it and hope for the best. But yeah, in this case, for example, maybe the right side doesn't make much sense, but because I remember properly that this is the radical for water, I can sort of draw something from that, right? Um, Although, not gonna lie, I do feel like I'm talking off my ass right now. Hmm. That's a sad face. I mean, yeah, visualization like that also helps, huh? Yeah, I'm not used visualization like that often, if at all. Melt. Next up is Hoshi. I already know this one. I like that's one that you just keep seeing. Valley Young. Be sure to keep the keyword distinct from your pining. I don't even know what the fuck pining means anyway, so don't worry, Isaac. It'll be okay. It's pining. Fuck off. Whoever even uses that word in the English. It's not even 5 letters, so it doesn't. It cannot enter in Wordle. Cicada abundant in late spring. Okay, dude. Okay. Reminds me that you show so much with similar ones, like Nageru, and I'm pretty sure that's Yaku, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah. In that case, you have to pay attention to the radicals. It's like all of those ones with the temple, right? There's like a bajillion of these. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can find it real quick. There we go. I remember a friend sent me that on Discord one day. It's like, yeah, well, that's exactly how radicals work. Yep. I don't know what you expected. It's that. はい、これは日本語です。まあ日本語というか、それはただの漢字。中国でもありますよね。持つ、解く、待つ。You kept mistaking that one the other day. Understandable. Alright, it's already here. Ah, you yo. いや、余裕。なんで余裕読めないか。余裕。はい。For you. Abundant, rich, fertile. This character shows the typical cloak of Bali folk, which, unlike the tailor-made, high-fashion overcoats of city folk, is loose-fitting and free-form. Hence the keyword's meaning of abundant. I mean, like, I know how to remember that. I've already thought of a way, but not like the. What does that mean? Mnemonic even saying? Oh, this? I don't know, dude. I mean, it's just the side on the left is usually for cloaks, scarves, and kind of clothing in a way because it comes from this, but on the left side, right? Because this is garment, and then you have valley. So it's trying to. Well, in this case, I guess it's trying to use it as cloak, but I never actually remember this cloak. Yeah. I remember it more as scarf. Not scarf. I shouldn't use it as scarf actually. That's bad. Yeah, actually, I honestly I just as a poncho. uh, Usually that it's called spirit. No, I just think of a poncho. Honestly, in fact, I have my own one. I've not been wearing it lately because it's been getting hotter, but yeah. But yeah. That that's what it's used for. Because like the way he tries to teach you is like this is the radical form of this, and this is without a doubt clothing, right? And it's related to clothing. So when you put it in radical form, he tries to keep the association somewhat whenever possible, right? Yeah. Again, my method. It's just the Heisekanji method thingy. Abundant. Just valley, right? Yeah. just different names for radicals. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure Heisig just took the basic one that he found in the dictionary, which is this one, right? It's always been the first one to show up on the dictionary when you look up the kanji itself. It's always been this word, if and sometimes the second one, simply because it overlaps with another one because of synonyms. Um, and Sonic Mania is such a good game. How is that sorted by similarity? Oh, you mean the book? Um, hold up. Let me. No, it's sorted by radicals. How are the radicals sorted? Don't fucking ask me, but so for example, in this case, we're learning all of these, uh, right? He's like, okay, I'm gonna teach you Valley, and then you're gonna use it for all of these words, right? And then you see, like, you are gonna take a radical out, and then you're gonna have this, which is gully, and you're gonna be using for this. And then he moves on to method, and he usually groups them up regarding with similar meaning. So, for example, for like arm and hand. So whenever we were seeing te and this and kind of stuff, like he then taught me that this is elbow, kind of thing. Like he put all of those kind of together, right? Relating to like kind of this. Um, and so, for example, there was a chapter that was all about up and down. There was another one about like the elements. So we had fire and the radical form. We had water and the radical form, and tree and the radical form, right? And but the beginning couple of chapters, lessons, he handpicks the most common, similar, or simple ones, and teaches you like the basic method. He explains like stories really in depth. He gives you a lot of tools. How many? There are 2,000. Supposedly the 2,000 were common. I remember when I was just picking the book, I was like, oh, he's just trying to teach you all the kanji? There's 2,000? Oh, damn, that's a lot. They would probably only use a couple of hundred in daily life, right? No. No, 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 no. He's teaching you the 2,000 were common out of the 6,000 that get used daily, out of 60,000 that there are or so. Ah, good times. Good times. Actually, yeah, let's open the book real quick. Let me open it up again. It'd be like that. So we're on lesson 25. Um, so we go to the very bottom. We'll say that there's 2042. He then compiled it on the indexes. So like all of these I know by radical meaning. Oh shit! Yeah, I guess on stream it's not this like right. So like I know all of these. I have like meanings and story for all of these. I like I remember them with surprising clarity. Holy shit! Right. And as you can see, it's usually associated. In this case, right, all of these are together with akokoro, right, heart, and it's using it at the bottom. And then when you put it on the side, it becomes, these three sticks. And then you have some when you put it at the bottom or another. Then he's teaching you all of these hand-related ones, which there's a lot. That and that one. For me it's actually not that bad, mainly because kan or kanji, kanjiru, the for feelings, gets used all the time, constantly. So at one point you'll be able to tell. And the other one, you'll see it commonly in, well, the word where I see it is in mewaku, mewaku, and this waku, right? So usually, you're just saying mewaku. There's no way this is mekan. I don't think. And the other is like you see it all the time. So at one point you'll pick up on like, oh, it's not can. Oh boy. Do you study Warsi? Sometimes. I want to say like half the times, if not a little bit more. Because I've already talked about it, but I always remember or write words on memos to learn at a later date from a context in particular. Right? So by remembering the context, I more or less remember in what way it was kind of used. But those things are getting harder and harder to do. Because, like, when am I gonna use something like overtime, working overtime? Or zangyo. There, zankaku, fine. Or maybe I'll hear it in anime, but like, I'm never gonna say that out loud. That's not a word you use. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, that's why it depends on the word, where you hear it from and stuff. That's why I always recommend Terrace House, right? Because it's like literally, it's just everyday stuff. It's like, it's just a bunch of people living in a house and just that's it. They'll use very normal stuff. So when I'm trying to, I don't know, think to myself in Japanese and stuff, I'll try to use stuff I learned from there, for example, right? Because I usually sort of can. Um, Sometimes I'll try to willingly recall that because as practice every day I try to think in Japanese, right? Um, like for example, I'm Spanish, but I think on English. Um, it depends on the, for the most part I think in English. Okay, so and that's like a conscious decision I made when I was learning English, and I was starting to use it more and more and more. And at some point, I want to think in Japanese. Um, right? So uh, I made the conscious decision mostly every day at some point to just think in English. But like, is I mean, not in English, in Japanese. But until we get used to the language and we properly learn it, there's like this sort of mental stress. Not really as in stress as in like this. There's this friction. There's like I don't know how to say a lot of things, and I'm only saying it's hard to do. You kind of have to force yourself to do it, but it's not helpful. Filipino helps you a lot with pronunciation. Yes, yes. Like like I said, I always draw things from Spanish, right? So you can draw things from Filipino. And use that to help you. Like being bilingual before learning a third language helps a lot because when you have to translate or understand concepts, you can use either. Ah, Fuyuchi-san, いらっしゃい。お元気ですか？お久しぶりですよね。いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。Yeah, no, my Spanish is also not perfect. Like when you're bilingual and you use both languages every day, it starts to mess around and mesh, and it's a bit of a mess. If we're adding a third language, it's like it's surprising the amount of times I'm trying to say something in English and a Japanese word starting to pull up. お久しぶりです。どんどん日本語うまくなってますよね。いやー、全然まだ。まあでもありがとう。ありがとうございます。頑張ります。もっと、これからもね。はい。まあなんかちょっと、ペラペラというか、ちょっとだけ話せますかな。なんか、ネイティブはコメントがしたら、その時に私はなんか日本語を話そうとしますかな。まあなんとなく何が言いたいことを伝えられますかな。多分知りませんかもしれませんけどって感じ。Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to get to the point where I can use all three languages. I'm not gonna be perfect at them because I'm gonna be using them every day, but like I will always get my point across. But then again, I also have some communication skills because I'm not great at speaking stuff. はい。ただね、ルンダムさんとなんか他の言語の勉強は難しいですよねって話してました。なんか日本語は特に難しいと思いますけど。何してるんじゃないか。コミュニケーション。それ、ちょっと、listen. I I fumble my words more than you think in real life. I don't know, but I mean it's helpful. The Haishin I was gonna say. See, the stream really does help with that kind of thing. I to be a bit more open and be able to speak more. なんか配信のおかげでもっと話せますと。いや、話せることになりましたかな。なんかでも日本語だけじゃないです。なんか英語でもスペイン語でももっとコミュニケーションかなできますって感じです。Also, yeah, I could learn these because I recently learned this. This. はい。今、新しい漢字を覚えようとしていますかな。どっちか選べています。いや、選べてるところです。Yeah, what I want to say is like I'm choosing one. So I think like at that point it's like I want to use toko or tokoro, right? Like I'm at that point of like choosing something. でも難しそう。難しそう。Dude, like these are all so intimidating. Um, uh, well, I wouldn't say everything because there's too much, but I do put a lot of things here, yeah. Like over half the things I heard that I didn't know. Over time, I've been learning these, especially with the other method, which is much faster, right? Um, so it's not so bad, but oh. But yeah, I do write a lot of things. I mean, the thing is, I get more words like these when I'm watching with subtitles because I can pay attention to the words I don't know, kind of thing, right? Because I'm not paying so much attention to the grammar, kind of thing. Oh. Eh. Although sometimes I'll realize that I put some nonsensical words that like I'm never gonna use, and then go to ignore them. Like I learned the word for affair, as in like a love affair in a marriage or something. Like, come on, when am I gonna use that? I mean, maybe in a drama or something, I'll hear it again, but like, I don't think that's my priority right now. And I probably shouldn't be watching those kind of dramas in the first place if it's that hard, right? Or like foreplay. Like, come on. Yeah. What happened to my music? And that film with the soundtrack is only like 2 hours. Oh, I've been already streaming for like 2 hours. Okay. Right. Get on trains and stuff. Shoko kana. Actually, hold up. I keep seeing like something like this or so. I don't even know. I keep seeing it and it bothers me because I don't know it yet. I forgot I still had that. Man. Sure. That, yeah, thank you. I keep seeing it and it pisses me off that I don't know that. 求める。止める。うーん。求め。It's like a request. Okay, I'll go back to this. Not today though. Thank you. But yeah, thank you. Actually, I think I'm at the point where I should just open this, like N5 vocabulary, and see what I don't know yet. Aoi, aka, akarui, aki, here, aku, to, akeru, ageru, asaご飯, あさって、明日、あそこ、遊ぶ、戦え。まだ知りません。新しい、あちら、暑い。あとにアパート。アピール危ない。甘い。あまり。雨。洗う。歩く。家と行く。いくつ。いくら。行け。医者。医者かな。医者。椅子。Actually, I don't know the one for chair. Okay, see, yeah, we can just pick stuff from here, I guess. I'm prepared for the N5. You just learned that chair one the other day? I mean, it's simple enough. I found it on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was studying grammar. Thai Kim's Guide, right? Pretty sure I saw it at some point. Like looking at that book, there's simple stuff I should know that I don't know, right? Kotaeru. Like I can read this, I just cannot write it. Actually, maybe I could. I don't know. Dude, whenever I get to the point of let's learn new kanji, I just like climb up, really. I like I no, dude, help me. Scammer action. Why is there so many? Jesus, hi. 漢字がは多すぎるね。多すぎます。釣り。See, look. What am I gonna use this for, dude? Just made the right in Hangul. Just make it Spanish, dude. Why can't every language just be like Spanish? You see a thing, you know 100% how to pronounce it. Without any doubt. Actually, Kizu. Yeah, let's learn Kizu. In English, yeah. No, English is a weird ass language. I don't care what people tell me it is. Natives tell me it is. Kizumonogatari. Is that like... Is that a season of Monogatari? Not watch it yet. I intend to at one point. In fact, it told me it has like very interesting... like a friend of mine told me that Monogatari is a really good series to watch once you know Japanese, because there's a lot of things that apparently can get over people's head, like just go over like completely because they don't understand Japanese culture or the language. Apparently, so I'm kind of curious. And they look fucking cute. Okay, leave me alone. It's one of the harder ones. Yeah, like I mean, even if with subtitles, like I can pick up on things. Right. For example, I was watching this show about the quintuplets. That is like five sisters and stuff. Like even with subtitles, when I was watching with a friend, right? Like I picked up on like the name of the sisters being related to the number. Each one of them has in their name a kanji from 1 to 5, right? They're like there's like ichi ichi ga deshitakke ichigo Nino Miku from Mitsu Yotsuba from Yotsu Itsuka or something I forget, so Itsu, right? Ichi, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 1 Oh, they talk about the kanjis too. Like, there's a character's name, Shinobu, Heart Under Blade. Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting. I mean, the closest thing I've seen, or it's like, for example, in Bunny Girl Senpai, uh, Seishin Buta Yaro, Bunny Girl Senpai, whatever the hell. Like, they talk about the kanji name and they describe what it's reading as. Or it's in I Wanna Eat Your Pancreas. It's a thing that happens of like how the name, what the name of the character is and how it's written. And there's actually like a small plot point there. It's really interesting, honestly. Yeah, no, that I find that super fascinating, really. But yeah, it's hard to fully grasp. There we go. Grasp. Until like we fully master the language. Like I feel like we really just are getting a taste of Japanese puns, um, kanjis, and like all the fun stuff they can do with that. Well, I say fun stuff, but like I know some people that they just consider them lame as puns, and that Japanese humor is lame. But I'm a simpleton. I like it when they play around with stuff like this. That joke's oh baby. Yeah. Yep. Kawatta. Unusual. Abnormal. Odd. Peculiar. Kawatta. Cenobi. I don't want to learn those. Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va todo? Bienvenido. Uh, dude. Okay, gets your resolution. Dude, like choosing words now is super hard. Like I don't even. ¿Ya estoy de vacaciones? No, aún no. Um, es decir, acabo el viernes. El viernes es mi última entrega. Pero después tengo la próxima semana, creo que dos finales. y después ya se acaba. Pero sí, ya estoy pues en la recta final, ya queda poquito. Ya he terminado la mayoría de entregas. No me faltan algunas pruebas y tengo que estudiar para eso, sí, pero... なんか、春休みもうすぐ始まります。あと、1週間ぐらい。はい。まだ、宿題やテストやあります。でも、空間をしてます。あ、距離感。Dude, because I know 距離 and I know can. Oh, it makes so much sense. なんか今ね、距離ちゃんとしてるので、なんか距離感は、確かに距離感、なるほどねって感じになりました。な、なんか直感がありました。Yeah, it makes so much sense. I don't think I even need to learn this word anymore because I already know kyori. Like, there was a word for like exchange. Um, Qué divertido. There's a lot. Yeah. No, exchange of like words, like an exchange of like a talk per se. But I forget what the word was. Like I heard it once, like only once. 楽しい、何が漢字勉強スタンプのこと。なるほどね。いやかな。I don't think it's that what I was thinking of. I forget where it is, dude. And I don't think it's Taiwan. Shit, you forgot. Damn. But like maybe it really is just Taiwan. But like I remember when I looked it up in the dictionary, it also told me like exchange of like of words or something. I was like, oh. For now, let's just that Medatsu, I guess. Doesn't to stand out. Cause why not? It's not something I should be learning because he said literally me and tatsu, but may as well. I'm struggling to add new things. I mean, I'm struggling to add new things, but like I have an entire list of vocabulary here. I have two my memos, and like I have even more stuff here. of like words I probably don't know yet. Like yorio, yorio. やりとり? Oh, is that it? It may be that. It may be that. Yeah, actually, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yo, thank you. Let's fucking go. Yaritori. In fact, I wanted to say the thing. It's bothering me so much because I wanted to say it earlier today on stream, like literally 2 hours ago. Yaritori, yaritori, yaritori. Thank you. Let's go. まあ借りるかな。To borrow, basically. The English equivalent of 相づち back channeling interjections indicating that one is paying. あ相づちはなんかはい、なるほどってこと？ Oh, sounds given direct conversation to indicate comprehension. Back channeling. Yeah. Um. Yeah, in English, basically, I see, right, I understand, of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, kind of things. Um, no, but actually, in Japanese, it's super important. Like, in Japanese language, this is super important. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, it doesn't happen in anime, but like, or stuff like that. But like when I was watching Terrace House and stuff, like you say that all the fucking time. When you're someone is talking to you, like you need to actively be showing that you're paying attention all the time. It may seem really annoying. It may seem like you're interrupting them. And when they're doing it to you, it may throw you off at first. But like they will be constantly like so constantly, like every other word, they will be saying it, and it's really important. If you don't do this, they'll think you're not paying attention, like that you don't care, that you're not listening. It's really really important. In text conversation, yeah, no, in text conversations you wouldn't say it, of course. And this only applies to like speaking in Japanese as well. And it also depends on the topic, obviously. If you're just fucking around with some friends, maybe it's not so much. But if someone is actually talking to you about like something serious, you better be doing that. Like, you really, really need to do that. I cannot stress it enough. Um, Estaba hablando un poquito de eso. Acá con ajá, claro. Sí, en español sería como un claro, sí, por supuesto, sí, sí, claro. Ujú. O la verdad, claro. Sí. En, ujú, más o menos. Yeah, yeah, you'd be nodding, but like you wouldn't be. How to put it? Like it's to another extent. Like it really is to another level. Like in Japanese. Like honestly, I I don't know how to convey that properly. Like really, I'll I'll try to look for an example in Terrace House, I guess, on a scene or something. Like yes, 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 exactly. See if I can find one of those. But like really, it's no, like it will be annoying. Like my friend that knows Japanese, right? Like he was thrown off and found it super annoying at first. Like in fact, he's the one like actually gave me this, told me about this, and gave me like this emphasis. And like that's when I really started realizing that it's like it happens all the time. But it's really important. And it's gonna be really annoying. Like if you go to Japan or just talk to Japanese and they're doing it to you all the time, if you're not used to it, it's gonna be really annoying to you at first. Like they're not interrupting you. They're actually just showing interest and they're listening to you. But you're gonna say, well, the thing is, and then when you say that, it'll be like, um, what I'm thinking, mm-hmm, is that maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like it really is kind of almost like that. But yeah, I'll try to look for an example. Let me write a memo. And actually, I want to write a memo for that word as well because it's a very interesting concept. I to G. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, wrote one memo and stuff. Um. Okay. Yeah. I'll look for that. See if I can show you guys next time. Yeah. And I mean, there's. It depends on the context and whether you agree or not. Um. But like the general sounds of kind of thing, are will stay the same. But yeah, like I see. I also would say right a lot. Like they have a point, or obviously, or like when like they're following. What's it? What that's what? What do I want to say? They're like their argument follows a line, or you're following it along, kind of things. Like right, right, like mm, uh, kind of thing, right? I tend to say a bit, sometimes a bit more things than I should. Like I understand, or of course, or like almost even sometimes trying to complete their sentences because um but that's because I listen very attentively because I've been yeah, yeah, no, I know. Sometimes I do feel bad because I almost feel like I'm burging in, but um th- th- but yeah, no, I do it a lot. Japanese people do it a lot. It's a thing that happens a lot. Like, I only say this because if you, as Japanese learners, if you are ever gonna make friends, or you want to make friends, or like let's say this happens, or like there's like a Japanese girlfriend or something, right? Which is not too weird per se. Like it could happen, right? There's a possibility. It's you need to, yeah. Like I get that written in chat by natives. As they follow along, like it. In my case, personally, I like that. Re, re, the word doesn't come out. Reciprocity thingy. Getting back and forth, kind of thing, right? I forget the word. I cannot say it. Not even in Spanish. Reciprocidad no es siquiera. Recíproco. Haritori. Ma. Kana. But yeah, no, those things, like really, big stuff, important stuff. Importan mucho, que tenerlos en cuenta. Ya, yeah, es solo un consejo de mi parte, dependiendo de lo que queráis hacer con el japonés. Soれはただ私のアドバイスなんです。というか。Yeah, this is my advice. I say that because someone advised me that, so I'm passing it along. Okay, that's it. Um, it doesn't happen in anime. I don't know if it happens in dramas, and of course it wouldn't, right? Because you want people to properly deliver their lines and stuff. You're not gonna have like a main character giving their speech about like how they're gonna grow personally and stuff, and you have the sidekick be like, so, no, hi. You wouldn't have that, right? So, but like it happens. It happens a lot. Yeah, no, it doesn't happen, right? And I don't think I've not watched many dramas, but I don't think it happens in dramas either. Like, let me look up real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to look for clips and stuff. Um, but like I'm not finding it because Netflix be Netflix. Um, man, dígame, no entendí el consejo. Es decir, a la hora, a la hora cuando estés hablando, a la hora de, en el momento en el que tú hables con un japonés, ¿vale? Sobre todo para cuando es una conversación un poco más profunda, con más sentido, ¿no? Temas un poco más serios. eh, Puede que para nosotros nos resulte un poco incómodo, raro o algo, pero para ellos es muy importante el concepto de que estamos hablando antes, que el aizuchi, que es el estar constantemente diciendo y lo dicen constantemente, constantemente. Y es que para ellos, si tú no lo estás diciendo, tú, tú no les estás escuchando, tú no les estás prestando atención y no te importa lo que dicen. Entonces, si tú quieres eso, hacer amistades o pasa algo, yo que sé, con alguna novia, polola, como le quieres decir, si llegara a pasar, ¿no? Hay que tener hay que ser muy consciente de esto. O de que uno tiene que forzarse o acostumbrarse al decir mucho el aunque tú piensas que lo vayas a interrumpir, piensas que sea de mala educación, piensas que sea malo, tienes que ir diciéndolo. Porque para ellos es la buena educación eso. Es, es que si no, no les estás escuchando realmente. El constantemente. Entonces, en animes y dramas y cosas así uno no lo ve. Pero cuando yo estaba viendo el reality, ¿no? El Terrasados este que siempre hablo. Y cuando se ponían a hablar esas cosas así, que lo soltaban cada 10 palabras, te lo juro. Es que uno está hablando de una cosa así, algo importante. La mínima que tú tomes una pequeña pausa para respirar, te lo van a soltar. Así de claro. Y tú tienes que hacer lo mismo. Esperan que hagas lo mismo. Porque si no, no estás escuchando. Entonces, es algo que hay que tener muy en cuenta a la hora de cultura japonesa. Entonces, claro, en español tenemos algo así como un, ya, claro, entiendo, ¿verdad? Sí, claro, ¿no? Pero uno no lo suelta tanto y tan frecuente. Sí, ¿sí entendiste? Sí, eso. Entonces a mí es algo que alguien que sabe japonés y que está un poquillo más en contacto con la cultura, ¿no? Ha hablado con japoneses, ha tenido más oportunidad. Que claro, que a él le parecía súper molesto, súper eso, pero que es algo importante, que se tiene que acostumbrar y que él tuvo que hacer el esfuerzo por hacerlo. Ya veo. Las entrevistas son igual, en las entrevistas también. Uh, in interviews that happens as well. Yeah, I've actually not watched that many interviews. But yeah, maybe it does, huh? Yeah, well, yeah, that it's important stuff. Keep it in mind. Um, 覚えて、覚えておく。ね。覚えて、覚えといて、覚えといて。覚えといて。It's 覚えておいて、覚えておいて。覚えといて。Dude, I can't. Japanese is too hard. 日本語難しい。はい。それだけです。はい。今日の、ということで、今日の配信を終わろうと思います。I think I'm just gonna call it a day on the stream. It's been a good 2 hours and a half, but I gotta call it a day. Alright. Voy a acabar el stream ya. Se me ha pasado un poquito de largo, así que... Eso. はいはい。皆さん、見に来てくれてありがとうございます。本当に。ということで、ここからおやすみなさい。でも日本におはようですよね。仕事とか、頑張って疲れありがとう。お疲れ様でした。Alright, I'm just gonna call it a day. Everyone have a good day, good night, whatever it is you have to do. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, stuff. 見つけてありがとう。